All right, listeners, get ready to say hola to Spain, because today we are diving deep into its heart.
Deep into the heart of Spain.
You know it. Our guide for today's deep dive is Discover Spain's Magic, Iconic Landmarks, Coastlines, and Traditions. And let me tell you, this book,
Oh, it's fantastic.
it's absolutely packed with insights.
So much good stuff in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So think of this episode as like your carefully curated itinerary, highlighting not just the must-sees, but also
Hidden gems.
exactly the hidden gems that'll make your Spain trip truly unforgettable.
Exactly. And we're going to go, beyond the typical tourist brochure.
Yeah.
We'll explore why these places matter, how they connect to Spain's vibrant history and culture,
Right.
and what kind of traveler each spot might appeal to.
I love that.
So,
So it's personalized.
yeah.
Ready to discover your own personal Spain.
Yes.
Love it. Now, one thing that really stood out to me in the book was just how incredibly diverse Spain is. It's not just beaches and siestas, though those are definitely a part of the appeal. You've got Roman ruins standing side by side with these incredible Moorish palaces.
The Alhambra.
The Alhambra, exactly.
And speaking of the Alhambra, it's not just about its beauty, but the story it tells.
Even more. Yeah.
It's perched high above Granada.
Right.
It was the last stronghold of the Moors in Spain.
Oh, wow.
And its architecture, this intricate architecture, it reflects a blend of Islamic and European styles.
Wow.
And I think that's what's so powerful about it.
Yeah.
It's a reminder of Spain's complex and fascinating past.
I love it. See, that's the kind of insight I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it's not just about the big historical moments.
Right.
The book really highlights how each region of Spain has its own unique flavor.
It's true.
The language they speak to the food they eat.
It's so true.
Yeah, it's amazing. For example, you might know that paella
Right.
is this famous Spanish dish.
Cayo, yes.
But did you know that it actually originated in the Valencia region?
I did not.
Yeah, it was traditionally a peasant dish,
Oh, wow.
cooked over an open fire
Oh, I love that.
in a large pan and shared communally.
Oh.
And that sense of sharing and community
Yes,
is deeply ingrained in Spanish culture.
it is.
I mean, how cool is that?
Uh,
All right, so we've got this beautiful tapestry of cultures and history,
so much history.
but let's get down to the specifics.
Okay.
Where does a traveler even begin to explore Spain?
Well, I think the book suggests starting in the heart of it all.
Oh.
Madrid.
Madrid.
It's more than just a capital city.
Right.
It's a place where the pulse of Spain beats strongest.
I like that.
You've got iconic spots like the Royal Palace,
Oh, beautiful.
a testament to Spain's royal heritage,
Yes.
and the Prado Museum,
Okay.
home to masterpieces by Spanish masters like Velázquez and Goya.
Oh, Velázquez and Goya.
Oh.
I've always wanted to see Goya's black paintings
They're
in person. The intensity, the emotion,
incredible.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, to experience those firsthand would be something else.
Oh, for sure. But alongside those grand landmarks, Madrid also has a vibrant street life.
It does.
That's not to be missed.
Definitely not.
The book describes these bustling plazas like Plaza Mayor.
Plaza Mayor.
Yeah, which is a historical square.
Yeah.
That's been the stage for everything from
Oh, all kinds of.
royal coronations
Wow.
to bullfights.
Yeah, it's seen it all.
It's seen it all, I bet.
It has.
And I hear the tapas scene in Madrid is legendary.
Oh, the tapas.
I'm picturing myself like hopping between these tiny bars, trying all sorts of delicious bites and soaking up
Soaking up the atmosphere.
that lively atmosphere.
Exactly. And if you're looking for a truly authentic Madrid experience, the book suggests checking out a Chotis bar.
A Chotis bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Chotis is a traditional dance from Madrid.
Oh, wow.
And these bars offer a glimpse into the city's cultural heritage,
Oh, I love that.
with locals often joining in the dance.
Oh, that's so fun. I love the idea of experiencing a place through its
Through its music and dance.
music and dance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Speaking of experiencing a place through its art,
Yes.
if Madrid is the heart of Spain,
Yes.
Barcelona is its artistic soul.
It's true.
And no discussion of Barcelona would be complete without mentioning
Antoni Gaudí,
Antoni Gaudí.
the visionary architect
Yes?
whose work transformed the city's landscape.
Gaudí is on another level.
He is.
His buildings are like something out of a dream.
They are.
All these curves and colors and intricate details.
So unique.
I know the book talks about several of his masterpieces, but La Sagrada Familia has always been at the top of my list.
La Sagrada Familia.
What a structure.
It's an incredible feat of architecture.
It really is.
A basilica that's been under construction
I know, it's still going.
for over a century.
Over a century.
And it's still not finished.
Not yet.
But that's part of what makes it so fascinating, right? It's a testament to Gaudi's ambition and his belief in the power of nature-inspired design.
It's incredible.
The way he incorporates these natural elements like trees and flowers
Right into the structure.
right into the structure.
It's unreal.
It's truly remarkable.
It's like a living, breathing work of art, constantly evolving.
It is.
Okay, before we get too lost in Gaudi's world,
Yes.
let's talk about another iconic Barcelona experience,
Okay.
La Rambla.
La Rambla, yes.
The book describes it as this bustling promenade,
It is.
filled with street performers, flower stalls, and all sorts of interesting characters.
All kinds of characters, that's for sure.
And we can't forget about La Boqueria,
Ah, La Boqueria.
the market just off La Rambla.
Yes.
It's described as like a sensory overload
It is.
in the best possible way.
the best possible way.
Imagine, like, mountains of fresh produce, colorful spices,
Oh, the color.
cured meats hanging from the ceiling,
Oh, the smell.
the chatter of vendors and shoppers.
Ian May.
It's an experience that engages all of your senses.
All of them?
I'm starting to feel like I need to book a flight ASAP. But I'm curious, for those who might not be into the hustle and bustle of a city, what does Barcelona offer?
Well, Barcelona is also a coastal city,
It is.
and the book highlights the Barceloneta Beach,
Okay.
which is a popular spot for sunbathing, swimming, people watching.
Of course.
But for those seeking a quieter experience,
Right.
there are also hidden coves and beaches further up the coast where you can escape the crowds
Oh, I like that.
and enjoy the tranquility of the Mediterranean Sea.
It's amazing how much variety there is within one city.
It is.
Okay, now we're heading south
South we go.
to a region that's known for its passionate flamenco dancing
Yes.
and its rich Moorish heritage. Andalusia.
Andalusia, beautiful.
Andalusia is truly captivating.
It is.
It's a region where you can just feel the history in the air.
in the air.
From the echoes of Moorish rule in cities like Granada and Seville
Right.
to the fiery rhythms of flamenco.
Yeah.
A dance form that just embodies the soul of Andalusia.
It does.
Now, I've seen flamenco before,
Okay.
but I feel like this book really dives into the heart of what makes it so special.
What makes it special?
It's more than just a dance.
Right.
It's a form of storytelling,
Yeah.
expressing a range of emotions from joy to sorrow
Powerful.
through this intricate footwork,
Mhm.
passionate vocals, and the soulful strumming of the guitar.
The guitar is key.
Yeah, it's incredible. And the book explains the different elements of flamenco.
It does.
Cante, which is the singing,
Yes.
baile, which is the dance,
Right.
and tuque, which refers to the guitar playing.
Yes.
Each element is so crucial
Yes.
to creating the powerful and evocative atmosphere of a flamenco performance.
Yes.
It's like a conversation between the dancers, the singers, and the guitarist,
Absolutely.
expressing a depth of emotion that, honestly, words just can't capture.
I agree.
But we can't talk about Andalusia
Right.
without mentioning the architectural marvel
Right.
that is the Alhambra,
The Alhambra.
which we touched on earlier.
Yeah.
The book describes it as a palace and fortress complex
It is.
that's unlike anything else in the world.
You're right. There's nothing like it.
The intricate tile work, the serene courtyards, the breathtaking views of the Sierra Nevada mountains.
It's a special place.
It's a place that just transports you to another time,
It does.
a time when the Moors ruled this part of Spain,
Yes.
leaving behind a legacy of art and culture that still resonates today.
It does. Absolutely.
The Alhambra sounds absolutely magical.
It is.
And speaking of palaces,
Okay.
the book also mentions the Alcázar in Seville,
The Alcázar, yes.
which apparently blends Moorish and Christian architectural style.
It does. It's another fascinating example of Spain's layered history.
Okay.
It was originally a Moorish palace, but after the Christian reconquest of Seville,
Right.
it was expanded and transformed,
Wow.
incorporating Gothic and Renaissance elements.
So in one place, you can see all these different cultural influences
You can. It's amazing.
that have shaped Spain over the centuries.
I know.
Wow. I'm already overwhelmed by the sheer amount of history and beauty packed into just a few regions of Spain.
Just a few.
But before we move on to explore even more, let's take a quick breather and
Let's take a break.
catch you on the other side.
Good.
All right, so let's shift gears a bit and talk about something that always gets me excited.
Okay.
Islands.
Islands.
Specifically the Balearic Islands
Yes.
off the coast of Spain.
Beautiful.
The book paints this picture of them as like a paradise found
There.
with something for everyone.
It's true.
It's fascinating how the Balearic Islands offer such a contrast to the mainland.
They do.
We go from like the historical richness of Andalusia to these islands where the pace of life just slows down and the focus shifts to the natural beauty that
Yes.
surrounds you.
Exactly.
And the book does a great job of like highlighting the unique personality
Yeah,
of each island.
Yeah.
We've got Ibiza, the party island, but also like a haven for those seeking tranquility in hidden coves and like a bohemian vibe in its art scene.
And it's interesting, Ibiza's reputation as a party destination
Yeah.
often overshadows its other facets,
Right.
but those seeking a more laid-back experience
Yeah.
can find solace in spots like Cala Conta,
Calaconta.
which is a secluded cove known for its crystal clear waters.
Wow.
And the island's hippie legacy
Right.
is still alive and well,
I love that.
especially in Dalt Villa, the old town,
Okay.
where you can find artisan shops and a very relaxed kind of atmosphere.
Yeah, like a whole other side to it.
It is.
Then there's Mallorca,
Mallorca.
which is like a mini Spain
It's true.
in itself.
A little bit of everything.
You've got history in Palma de Mallorca's Gothic Cathedral,
Right.
stunning coastlines with both dramatic cliffs and sandy beaches,
Beautiful.
and even mountains for those who like to hike.
Oh, yeah.
Mallorca truly offers a diverse experience.
It does.
And for those interested in the island's history, the book recommends exploring the Serra de Tramontana mountain range.
The Serra de Tramontana, I've heard of that.
It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Wow.
The Moors introduced terraced agriculture to the slopes,
Oh, wow.
and the landscape is dotted with ancient villages and watchtowers,
Wow.
offering this glimpse into Mallorca's past.
That's amazing.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Now, the book also mentions Menorca and Formentera,
Okay.
but in a slightly different light.
In a different light. Okay.
What's interesting about Menorca and Formentera is that they're often seen as the quieter, more laid-back counterparts
Right.
to Ibiza and Mallorca.
They are.
They appeal to travelers who prioritize tranquility and natural beauty.
Right.
So Menorca is known for its pristine beaches,
It is?
right? And that it's a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve,
Yes.
which means it's committed to sustainable tourism.
That's great.
I love that.
Yeah.
Menorca's coastline is dotted with secluded coves and turquoise waters,
Beautiful.
perfect for swimming, snorkeling, kayaking.
Yeah.
And for those interested in history,
Okay.
the island's capital, Ciudadela,
Ciudadela.
boasts a charming old town with narrow cobbled streets and beautiful architecture.
So charming.
And Formentera,
Yes.
I've heard it described as like a Caribbean paradise
Right.
in the Mediterranean.
That's a fitting description.
That is a very fitting description.
Mm-hmm.
Formentera is known for its white sand beaches and crystal clear waters,
Is.
very reminiscent of the Caribbean.
Beautiful.
It has a bohemian, laid-back atmosphere, and it's a popular spot for those seeking a peaceful escape.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, so we've covered the islands,
The islands.
which are definitely calling my name right now.
Right.
But what about mainland coastal Spain?
Mainland coastal Spain.
The book makes a distinction between Costa del Sol and Costa Brava.
Okay.
I'm curious to know more.
Tell me more.
It's an interesting contrast.
Okay.
Costa del Sol,
Costa del Sol.
with its name meaning Coast of the Sun,
Right.
is known for its sunny weather, luxurious resorts, and vibrant nightlife.
Of course.
Think Marbella,
Marbella.
with its glamorous yacht harbor and high-end boutiques.
Yeah.
It's a popular destination for those seeking a more upscale vacation experience.
Definitely.
So if Costa del Sol is all about glamour,
Right.
Costa Brava is like its rugged, adventurous cousin.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to put it.
Costa Brava translates to Wild Coast,
Wild coast.
and its name is fitting.
It is.
The coastline is characterized by dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and charming medieval villages.
I love that.
It's a region that appeals to travelers who enjoy exploring off-the-beaten-path destinations
Right.
and immersing themselves in nature.
Beautiful.
I'm sensing a theme here.
What's that?
Spain has a little of everything for everyone.
It really does.
But speaking of off-the-beaten-path,
Okay.
the book briefly mentions the Camino de Santiago,
The Camino de Santiago.
which isn't just a coastal hike,
Right.
but a pilgrimage route
A pilgrimage.
that stretches across northern Spain.
Incredible.
The Camino de Santiago is an incredible journey.
Mm-hmm. It is.
It's more than just a physical challenge.
Right.
People from all over the world embark on this pilgrimage for spiritual reasons. seeking personal growth, or simply to experience the beauty of the Spanish countryside.
It's true.
And there are various routes,
There are?
each with its own unique character and challenges.
Yes.
That's fascinating. I've always been intrigued by the Camino,
Yeah.
but I never realized how many different ways there are to experience it.
Right.
The book mentions the French way
The French way.
as the most popular,
It is the most popular.
but there's also the Portuguese way,
Right.
Northern way, and even the English way.
Wow.
And what's truly remarkable is that the Camino attracts people from all walks of life.
It does.
With different motivations and backgrounds,
Absolutely.
it's a journey that brings people together, fostering a sense of community and shared experience.
It's a beautiful thing.
Okay, so we've got sunshine, beaches, mountains, islands, and even pilgrimages.
Wow.
Is there anything Spain doesn't have?
Well, if we're talking about unique cultural experiences,
Okay.
we can't forget about the Basque Country,
The Basque Country.
a region in northern Spain with its own distinct language, traditions, and even sports.
I've heard the Basque Country is like a world within a world.
It kind of is.
The book mentions Bilbao
Bilbao.
and how it's been transformed by the Guggenheim Museum.
Yes.
This modern architectural masterpiece that put a city on the map for art lovers.
The Guggenheim Bilbao is a perfect example of how art and architecture can revitalize a city.
It's incredible.
And Bilbao has embraced its artistic identity with a thriving art scene that extends beyond the museum walls.
I love that.
You'll find sculptures scattered throughout the city,
Oh, wow.
avant-garde galleries, and just a vibrant cultural atmosphere.
That's amazing.
It is.
And the Basque people are known for their strong traditions, right?
Very strong traditions.
The book mentions pelota,
Pelota.
which is like a fast-paced handball game,
Yes, it's very fast-paced.
and jale, which is played with these curved baskets strapped to the player's hands.
It's pretty intense.
Those sports are deeply ingrained in Basque culture
They are.
and are a testament to the region's unique identity.
For sure.
And we can't forget about the food.
The food.
Basque cuisine is renowned for its fresh ingredients, bold flavors,
Right.
and the tradition of pintexos,
And Texas.
which
Yes.
is small snacks
Little snacks.
served in bars.
All kinds of pinsos.
Oh, pinzos. I've heard so much about them.
They're delicious.
They sound like the perfect way to sample a variety of flavors
They are.
and experience the Basque culinary scene.
Absolutely.
And the book highlights San Sebastian,
San Sebastian.
a city in the Basque Country, as a culinary paradise.
It's true.
It's home to numerous Michelin-starred restaurants
Wow.
and is known for its innovative and delicious pinzos.
Good.
So we've got world-class art, unique sports, and mouth-watering food.
What more could you want?
It's official. The Basque Country needs to be on my Spain itinerary.
You have to go.
But speaking of things that are unique to Spain,
Okay.
let's talk about festivals.
Festivals.
The book dedicates a whole section to, like, the colorful and often chaotic world
AR.
of Spanish festivals. And I'm ready for the ride.
Buckle up.
Let's start with the running of the bulls.
The running of the bulls.
I know it's controversial,
It is.
but it's also one of the most iconic Spanish festivals,
Right.
attracting visitors from around the world.
All over the world.
The book acknowledges the controversy surrounding the festival,
Okay.
but it also delves into its historical roots and cultural significance.
They like that.
The running of the bulls is part of the San Fermin Festival,
San Fermin.
a week-long celebration in honor of San Fermin,
Okay.
the patron saint of Pamplona.
Wow.
So it's not just about the thrill of running with the bulls,
Right.
but also about honoring tradition and celebrating a local saint.
That's great.
I appreciate how the book provides that context.
Me too.
But now, let's talk about something a little less intense.
Yeah.
La tomatina.
Oh, tomatina. Yes.
A giant tomato fights. Sign me up.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's definitely a unique experience.
It is.
Imagine thousands of people gathered in the streets of Buñol,
Buñol.
throwing tomatoes at each other in a chaotic free-for-all.
So much fun.
The origins of the festival are unclear,
They are.
but it's believed to have started as, like, a spontaneous food fight in the 1940s.
Oh, wow.
And now it's a globally renowned event that attracts visitors from all over the world.
That's amazing.
It sounds like pure, unadulterated fun.
It is.
But Spain's festivals aren't all about chaos and tomato fights.
Oh.
The book also highlights Semana Santa,
Semana Santa.
or Holy Week,
Yes.
which is a time for solemn reflection
Right.
and religious processions.
Yes.
Semana Santa is a stark contrast to the more boisterous festivals we've discussed.
It is.
It's a time when the streets of Spanish cities are filled with elaborate processions featuring religious statues,
Wow.
hooded penitents, and mournful music.
Powerful.
A deeply moving experience,
It is.
even for those who aren't religious.
I agree.
It's amazing how Spain can embrace such a range of emotions and traditions,
It's true.
from the joy of a tomato fight
Hmm.
to the solemnity of a religious procession.
Right.
There's a festival for every mood and taste.
There is.
Okay, before we move on, I have to mention one more festival that caught my eye.
Okay.
Las Fallas
Las Fallas.
in Valencia.
Oh, yes.
Ah, Las Fallas. It's a festival like no other.
It is.
Imagine giant satirical figures
Okay.
called fallas
Fallas.
being constructed throughout the year,
Wow.
only to be burned
Burned.
in a spectacular display of fire and fireworks.
Ah.
I've seen pictures of these fallas,
Yeah,
and they're incredible.
they are.
They're often satirical, commenting on current events or political figures.
I love that.
It sounds like a truly unique and visually stunning festival,
It's incredible. It's a celebration of art, satire, and tradition,
all rolled into one.
all rolled into one.
And the festival culminates in a night of fire and fireworks, with the fallas being burned in a spectacular climax known as the crema.
The crema.
It's a truly unforgettable spectacle.
It is.
Wow. Spain's festivals are truly a feast for the senses.
A feast for the senses.
But you know what else is a feast for the senses?
What's that?
Spanish food.
Ah, yes. We can't forget about the culinary delights that Spain has to offer.
Okay.
From the iconic tapas
Right.
to the regional specialties, Spanish cuisine is a reflection of the country's rich history, diverse cultures, and abundance of fresh ingredients.
All right, let's dive into the world of Spanish flavors.
Let's do it.
What are some of the must-try dishes that the book highlights?
Well, we have to start with tapas,
Tapas.
which are more than just small snacks.
Right.
They're a way of life in Spain,
I love that.
a way to socialize, share food, and experience a variety of flavors.
It's a very social way to eat.
It is.
I love the idea of ordering a bunch of different tapas and sharing them with friends.
It's the best.
It's such a convivial way to dine.
It is.
And the variety of tapas is incredible, right?
It is.
From simple plates of olives and cheese to more elaborate creations.
Right.
There's something for everyone.
For sure.
And each region has its own unique tapas specialties.
It does.
In Andalusia, you might find pescadito frito,
Pescadito frito.
which is fried fish,
Yes.
or salmorejo, a
Salmorejo.
cold tomato soup.
Delicious.
In the Basque Country,
Right.
pinzos are the star of the show,
Of course.
with each bar offering its own creative and delicious variations.
It's amazing.
Speaking of iconic Spanish dishes,
Okay.
we can't forget about paella.
Paella.
I've always been fascinated by the history of paella
Me too.
and how it reflects the agricultural traditions of the Valencia region.
Right.
Paella is more than just a dish. It's a symbol of Spanish culture and history.
It is.
It originated in the rice-growing region of Valencia
Yes.
and was traditionally cooked over an open fire in a large pan called a paella.
That's right.
It was a dish for sharing, bringing families and communities together.
I love that.
And there are so many different types of paella, right?
There are
Seafood paella, mixed paella, vegetarian paella.
all kinds.
The possibilities are endless.
Endless.
Absolutely.
Mm.
And each type of paella reflects the local ingredients and culinary traditions of the region.
For sure.
But no matter what kind of paella you choose,
Right.
it's a dish that's best enjoyed with friends and family.
Yes.
Gathered around a table, sharing stories and savoring the flavors.
It's the best.
It sounds like a perfect embodiment of the Spanish spirit.
It is.
Okay, before we wrap up our culinary journey,
Okay.
we have to talk about one more Spanish delicacy,
Let's hear it.
jamón ibérico.
Jamón ibérico. Oh, yeah.
Ah, jamón ibérico. It's truly a culinary treasure.
A treasure.
This cured ham is made from black Iberian pigs that are fed a diet of acorns,
Acorns.
which gives the meat its unique nutty flavor and melt-in-your-mouth texture.
So good.
I've heard that jamón ibérico is a labor of love,
It is.
with each ham being carefully cured for months, even years.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the Spanish dedication to quality and tradition.
Absolutely.
And the best way to enjoy jamón ibérico is simply sliced thinly and served with a glass of good Spanish wine.
Perfect.
It's a taste of Spain that you won't soon forget.
It's true.
Okay, I'm officially starving. But before we all rush out to find the nearest tapas bar,
Right.
I want to touch on one more aspect of experiencing Spain like a local,
Okay.
which the book delves into.
Tell me more.
Ah, you mean immersing yourself in the local culture
Yeah.
and going beyond the typical tourist attractions.
Right. Exactly.
The book talks about exploring local markets,
Yes.
visiting vineyards,
Of course.
and even seeking out farm-to-table dining experiences.
Oh, I love that.
I'm curious to hear more about these recommendations.
Okay, let's hear it.
Well, let's start with the local markets.
Markets.
They're a fantastic way to experience, like, the heart and soul of a city.
They are.
Imagine strolling through stalls overflowing with fresh produce,
Oh, yeah.
colorful spices,
I love the markets.
and local delicacies.
It's amazing.
It's a feast for the senses
It is.
and a chance to connect with local vendors and learn about their products.
Absolutely.
I love the idea of getting lost in a bustling market,
Yes.
discovering new ingredients,
I know.
and maybe even picking up some souvenirs.
Yeah.
The book mentions a few specific markets, right?
It does.
Yes. For example, La Boqueria in Barcelona is a must-visit.
La Boqueria.
It's a vibrant, bustling market with a wide variety of stalls, selling everything from fresh seafood and produce to cured meats, cheeses, and sweets.
It's incredible.
It's a foodie's paradise.
It is.
And in Madrid, the Mercado de San Miguel
The Mercado de San Miguel
is a popular spot,
is a good one.
known for its gourmet food stalls and lively atmosphere.
Yeah,
I can picture myself spending an afternoon there,
I know, right?
sampling different delicacies and
Right.
soaking up the local vibe.
It's the best.
And for those who appreciate the finer things in life,
The-
a visit to a vineyard is a must.
Oh, the vineyards.
Spain is renowned for its wine production,
It is.
and there are numerous wine regions to explore,
All over.
each with its own unique character and grape
Very
varieties.
sure.
I'm already picturing myself, like, walking through vineyards, learning about the winemaking process,
Yes.
and sampling delicious wines straight from the source.
I love it.
The book mentions a few specific wine regions, right?
It does.
Rioja is one of Spain's most famous wine regions,
Rioja.
known for its red wines made primarily from the Tempranillo grape.
Oh, Tempranillo.
Ribera del Duero
Ribera del Duero.
is another renowned region producing full-bodied red wines that are highly sought after.
Delicious.
And for those who prefer sparkling wines,
Okay.
Penedès
Penedès.
is the place to be.
Yes.
Home to the famous cava.
Cava.
So many options. It sounds like a wine lover's dream come true.
It is.
But what about those who are looking for a more authentic,
Okay.
off-the-beaten-path dining experience?
Off the beaten path. Okay.
Well, the book suggests exploring the world of farm-to-table dining,
Oh, I love that.
which is gaining popularity in Spain.
Farm to table.
These restaurants prioritize fresh, locally sourced ingredients,
Yeah.
often working directly with farmers and producers to create seasonal menus that showcase the best of the region.
The best of the region.
That sounds amazing.
It is.
It's like a culinary adventure where you get to experience the true flavors of the region
Right.
and support local businesses at the same time.
Exactly.
The book mentions a few specific farm-to-table restaurants, right?
It does.
Yes, for example, Asador X de Bari
Asadar X.
in the Basque country is renowned for its wood-fired cooking
Oh, wow.
and its focus on simple, high-quality ingredients.
Amazing.
This fruit tar in Barcelona
This fruitar.
is another standout, known for its innovative and avant-garde cuisine that pushes the boundaries of traditional Spanish flavors.
Oh, wow.
Wow, those restaurants sound incredible.
They are.
I'm definitely adding them to my list of places to try. But I think we've covered a lot of ground today.
We have.
From bustling cities to tranquil islands,
It's true.
from ancient history to modern art and cuisine,
A little bit of everything.
it's clear that Spain has something to offer every kind of traveler.
It does.
Absolutely. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, cultural immersion, or culinary delights,
It's all there.
Spain has it all.
It does.
And what's truly remarkable is how seamlessly these different experiences blend together.
I agree.
It's like a tapestry woven from history, culture, nature, and passion.
Beautiful.
And I think that's what makes Spain so captivating.
Yeah.
It's a country that engages all your senses,
All sense.
challenges your perspectives, and leaves you with a lasting impression.
A lasting impression.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah.
Spain is a country that stays with you long after you've left.
It does.
It's a place where you can discover new facets of yourself, connect with people from all walks of life,
Right.
and create memories that will last a lifetime.
Appreciate-
So to our listener, we say, embrace the magic of Spain.
Embrace the magic.
Dive into its history, savor its flavors, explore its landscapes, and connect with its people.
Yes.
Your Spanish adventure awaits.
It does.
And remember, this deep dive has just been a glimpse into the wonders of Spain.
A glimpse.
There's so much more to discover.
So much more.
And the best way to experience it is to embark on your own journey.
Exactly.
Who knows what hidden gems and unforgettable moments await you.
That's the beauty of it.
Until next time, adios.
Adios.
And don't forget to pack your appetite for adventure.
Your appetite for adventure.
So I want to leave our listeners with some, practical tips
Okay.
for experiencing Spain like a local.
Right.
We've talked about exploring markets, vineyards, and farm-to-table dining.
Yeah.
But, what are some other ways to really immerse yourself in the Spanish way of life?
Well, one of the best ways to connect with any culture is through its language.
Of course.
Even learning a few basic Spanish phrases can go a long way
Oh, for sure.
in enhancing your interactions with locals and just showing your appreciation
Right.
for their culture.
That's such a good point.
Hmm.
Even simple things like saying hola and gracias
Yeah.
can make such a difference.
They can.
And I've heard that Spaniards really appreciate it
They do.
when visitors make an effort to speak their language, even if it's just a few words.
Absolutely. It demonstrates a willingness to engage with their culture
Right.
and shows respect for their traditions.
I like that.
And speaking of traditions, Spain is a country with a strong sense of community
Yeah,
and a love for gathering with friends and family.
of course.
So another tip is to embrace the Spanish social scene.
Okay, how do we do that?
Oh,
I'm picturing myself sipping wine at a sidewalk cafe,
okay. Yeah,
watching the world go by.
that's a good start.
But I'm open to suggestions.
Well, one way to experience that Spanish social scene is to join in the tradition of ir de tapas,
Ir de tapas.
which means to go for tapas.
Okay.
It's a way to socialize with friends, hop between different bars,
Yeah.
and sample a variety of small dishes.
I love that idea. It's like a culinary adventure.
It is.
And it sounds like a great way to experience, the local nightlife.
Right.
What are some other things we should know about Spanish social customs?
Well, Spaniards tend to dine later than in many other cultures,
Okay.
with dinner often starting around 9 or 10 p.m.,
Wow.
and mealtimes are often a leisurely affair,
I like that.
with conversation and laughter flowing freely.
No rushing through meals in Spain.
No rushing.
I appreciate that. It sounds like a great opportunity to slow down, savor the food, and connect with people.
Absolutely.
Are there any other, etiquette tips we should be aware of?
Well, Spaniards are generally warm and welcoming people,
Yeah.
but it's always a good idea to be mindful of basic etiquette, such as greeting people with a handshake or a kiss on both cheeks and
Right.
saying, por favor, please, and gracias, thank you.
Those are great reminders.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm respectful of local customs and traditions. Now, we've talked about exploring markets, vineyards, and restaurants.
Right.
But what about getting out into nature?
Nature.
Spain has such a diverse landscape,
It does.
from mountains to beaches to rolling countryside.
a little bit of everything.
Absolutely. If you're a nature enthusiast, Spain has a lot to offer.
It does.
For hikers, there are numerous trails to explore,
Yeah.
from the challenging peaks of the Pyrenees to the gentler paths along the coast.
Right.
And for beach lovers,
Yes.
Spain's coastline is dotted with beautiful beaches, from the bustling shores of the Costa del Sol
Right.
to the secluded coves of the Balearic Islands.
I love it.
I'm already picturing myself hiking through olive groves, swimming in crystal clear waters,
Okay.
and maybe even catching a glimpse of some wildlife.
Wonderful.
Are there any specific nature experiences that the book recommends?
Well, for a truly unique experience, the book suggests visiting Doñana National Park
Doñana National Park.
in Andalusia.
Okay.
It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site that's home to a diverse array of ecosystems, including wetlands, forests, and sand dunes.
Incredible.
It's a great place to spot birds, wildlife, and just experience the beauty of Spain's natural landscapes.
That sounds incredible. I'm definitely adding that to my list.
You should.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, from exploring cities and islands to experiencing festivals, food, and nature.
A little bit of everything.
It's clear that Spain has something to offer every kind of traveler.
Absolutely. Whether you're seeking adventure, relaxation, cultural immersion, or culinary delights, Spain has it all.
It really does.
And what's truly remarkable is how seamlessly these different experiences blend together.
Yeah, it's like a tapestry woven from history, culture, nature, and passion.
It is.
And I think that's what makes Spain so captivating.
I agree.
It's a country that engages all your senses, challenges your perspectives, and leaves you with a lasting impression.
A lasting impression.
Well, folks, there you have it, our deep dive into the heart of Spain.
The heart of Spain.
We hope this episode has inspired you to explore this incredible country
I hope so.
and discover its magic for yourself.
There's so much to discover.
So until next time, adios and
Yeah.
happy travels.
Adios.